Hello, everybody. Hello, it's Jackie from St Leonard's Reiki. Good to be back. I hope you're all well. I'd like to just talk to you today about manifesting, which is very popular, and people have asked me to talk about this. So I think there's a few things I need to begin with before we can go all the way into the future with manifesting. There are some really good starting points to think about. So how about we start at the very beginning? So manifesting means to create your life, to be in control, which is what we all want, isn't it? Rather than feeling about life is controlling us, which I think is where a lot of people are, especially right now, especially the last year or so. It would be nice to have some control, wouldn't it? Having said that, we don't want the ego to constantly be in the way, and we want to just be in flow with life. So yeah, it's a happy balance, but generally we're talking about on a day-to-day basis feeling happy and feeling as though we are happy with the way things are going. Whatever comes up, it's in alignment with who we are, and we're open to what comes up in front of us because we feel as though it's for our highest good, because we are going down a route that we hopefully have attracted, and new possibilities are just shown to us and revealed to us that we may never have dreamt of. So that's the beauty about, I think, manifesting your best life, your best version of yourself. It's almost, yes, I'd like to do it, but you can never possibly imagine where manifestation is going to take you, because you personally have such a blinkered view. I'm not talking about you, I mean myself as well. We all have such a blinkered view about where we could possibly be in the future, because we only know now and the past, and we can't possibly imagine a lot more. So I want you to realize that you are probably operating from a very, very subconscious level. So to begin with just the main starting point to manifestation is actually getting back to ourself. So this is a huge starting point for us, and I think that's where we begin in this video. So we're talking about being in alignment. I talk about that a lot, and you know when this is true because you feel fantastic, you feel great, you're in a happy place, everything feels right, and you feel it like with your feelings and your emotions. And that's how we need to gauge things. That's how we as humans were designed, to be more in tune with our feelings and our emotions. So to begin with, we know that everything is energy. We know that everything is energy. Um, yeah, absolutely. Energy is everything. We are energy. Everything we're attracting is energy. Everything we put out is energy. And the universe around us, otherwise known as your highest potential, otherwise known as the source, God, whatever you want to name it, that is energy, and it is just there for the taking. It is just there reflecting and mirroring everything you are being today. So in a way that's a bit scary, because you're thinking, wow, so everything I've done up to now has created this. Yes, to a certain extent, yes, but in the same way, it's fantastic because it means that you are in control of everything ahead of you. So let's just start today. And we say this with Reiki, we say just for today. The wonderful Dr. Yusui with the traditional Reiki that I teach, he teaches us the principles of living in the now, living for today, just for today. Okay, so that's where we begin with manifestation. We just start today. because we are literally creation machines. And if we can just take that from this video, that you are a creation machine. You are creating your tomorrow in everything that you're doing today. Okay? And you do this by every thought that you have in every moment of your day. You do this by every word that you utter in today. Every word that you speak is energy, and the words are more important than the thoughts, because the words actually have started as a thought and then they've become words and sentences, and then when they're out there, other people can hear them and they start to manifest. It starts that manifestation of energy getting more dense and dense, and then sticking together and becoming what we know as reality. But the ultimate is emotion, is our emotions, is our feelings. So if we could just take control, she says, as though it's easy, if we could just take control of our thoughts and our words, spoken words, and our feelings each day, oh my goodness, we could literally have everything and anything that we desire. We can do that. We can do that. And you might think I'm bonkers saying that, but that is quantum physics. That is it. Them's the rules. And you might think, well, that's ridiculous. That's really easy. I just want that. And if I just say that I want that, then that's not going to happen. But it is. It's just that it sounds easy, and you probably think you're trying to do it, but you're probably not doing it properly. So let me just put it into to words so that you understand how to do it more easily. So if you wake up in the morning and you have your journal and you write down what it is you're wanting to attract, that's fantastic. That's a great practice, and I encourage people that I work with to do that. Journaling, fantastic, because we're getting an alignment with ourselves and what it is we want, and then we're pulling it from our feeling into a thought and words, and we're getting it on paper. So there's a lot going on with writing and journaling. So yes, fabulous. But you might just be doing that for half an hour in the morning. I'm not dissing that. I think that's great. And you might meditate for half an hour. And you might, what else might you do? You might say positive affirmations. There might be some visualization that you do in the day. But really, when it comes down to it, you could just be talking about half an hour a day practicing manifestation. Well, the other 14 hours in the day, however long you're awake for, I don't know, I can't think how long we're awake for, you're not. So you're doing all this good work, but then 9 times out of 10 in the day, you're probably saying negative thoughts. You're probably going back to your old record of how you I'm talking about our subconscious patterns. We operate in this way that we don't even realize we are. We take on board everyone else's energies from a very, very young age, and we become them. We go to work and we absorb everybody else's energy, and we it's that herd mentality. So even if you're in a marriage or a partnership, or you live with housemates, you take on this role. You absorb the environment you're in. So what I'm trying to say, probably not very well, is that all the good work you're doing is great, but it needs to be done all day, not just for half an hour a day. And then, it's like doing your music practice. Oh, well, I've practiced my guitar. Now I'm getting on with my day. Manifestation, for it to be successful, for you to attract anything that you want and everything you want, needs to be done 24/7. So you can see that it's really, really easy. It's really easy. All you have to think is think about what it is you want, say what it is you want, and feel what it is you want. But you have to be doing that all the time. So it's not so easy, really, is it? Because that's kind of bonkers, really. But actually, it is, because all you've got to do is just correct yourself. So, as you're going about your day, if you have a thought, or you say something that you suddenly think, oh, shouldn't have said that. That isn't really in alignment with what I'm trying to manifest. You just replace it quickly with something that you think would be more positive. Okay, so that's kind of like the first thing I want to say. The second thing is, you have to be aware that there really is only two camps of energy, and one is love, and the other one is fear. So I've already mentioned about you living in your, yeah, in your subconscious day-to-day life, where we just go on autopilot, really, and really that probably is where you are, in the fear camp. And it's nice there. It sounds horrible, but it's what we know. It's what we know. It's sort of where we put on our big coat, and I'll put our hat on, maybe put our COVID mask on at the moment, and we're safe. We know how things work in that fear camp. We kind of have got all our barriers up. No one can really see us very well. We're quite safe here. We know the story. We know that we can't get hurt. We're protecting ourselves fully. We know what the day has in store for us, because it's the same as it was last Monday, and it's the same every day. Um, so yeah, that's the fear place. The other one is love, and so what we want to do is, we want to try and get ourselves more in the love camp. That sounds lovely, doesn't it? But the trouble is, the love camp is a scary place to be, because we have to actually show up, and we have to be our true authentic self, and we have to surrender ourselves and open ourselves up and say, hi, I'm here. We have to be fully present in the love place, because we have to be totally awake and alert, and we have to be open to everything that is out there that could possibly be there for us. And that's the one emotion of love, and the other one is fear. So I want you, as your day goes along, not only just to be thinking about everything you're saying, everything you're thinking, and everything you're feeling. I want you to be thinking, which camp is it I'm in this moment? Am I in a place of love, or am I in a place of fear? So I hope I've explained that well. Yes, when you're in a fearful place, even if you don't feel fearful. Are you just in a place of safety? Yeah, it's getting out of the comfort zone, because the comfort zone is you're not actually living. You're actually behind bars. You're actually almost like in a prison that you've put yourself in to protect yourself. And it's why people don't allow themselves to love and be loved and have a relationship. It's why people have addictions. It's because, yeah, it's kind of like, better the devil we know. I'd rather be in this place, having a drink, smoking, being in this job that is not what I want to be doing, but I know it. I know how it works. Yeah. So a few things to think about there. Make sure that you're thinking, you're saying, and you're feeling everything that is in alignment and accordance with what you want to manifest, as much as you can. And if you go off track there, don't worry, pull it back in and rewrite, and try and be more in that love state. And I don't mean going around kissing and hugging everyone and being all lovey-dovey. I just mean that with energy and frequency, quantum physics, there is love and there is the negative, there is the fear state. They are the two emotions. There are lots and lots of emotions in between: anger, shame, guilt, worry, anxiety. Blah, 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 blah. So really, me saying love and fear is really simplifying things. So if you're not sure, you'll know in your gut whether you're in a state of love or fear. Yeah, try and just try and notice where you are for as much of the day as you can. Okay, and remember, we're just doing it today. We're not worrying about doing it tomorrow. Today's enough to worry about. So just today, try and do this as much as you can. It's going to be really difficult at the beginning and it's going to be exhausting. So just try and do it for as long as you can. And then, it's a bit like music practice, like I was saying. You'll be able to do more and more every day and you'll get better and better. What else do we need to do? Oh, yes, we need to find out who we are. That sounds easy, doesn't it? But most of us have strayed off of the path of who we are. A lot of people say to me, how do I know I'm on the right path? And no one can tell us what the right path is. We only know what the right path is from our feelings. They tell us what the right path is. But if you don't know who you are and you have lost all concept of who you are, what makes you tick, what you like doing, who you are. When I talk about being in alignment with yourself, if you don't even know what I'm talking about, we're talking about your essence. We're talking about your essence, which is the core of what makes you you, your uniqueness. And that really is why you're here. That's why you were born, is for you to just know who you are. And we only know that by being in this world surrounded by people that are different to us, because that then reveals to us who we are. So everything's relative. You only know that you are this way because you're surrounded by people that aren't this way, and it rubs you up the wrong way and you think, oh, I'm not quite sure that fits with me. So it is difficult to put it into words. So quite often it's nice to just find out who you are by sitting quietly. So shall we try and do that? And I'll try and help you. But yes, your essence is your superpower, and really to manifest whatever it is you truly desire, that's where you need to sit. You need to be your truest self. You need to be in alignment with your essence. You need to come back home. You need to be you. And that's kind of why most of us are feeling not happy, because we know that we are not being that. We know that something's wrong, but we can't work out what it is. So let me try and help you. I hope this is making sense, this video. I'm going to have to play this back because I just feel as though I'm going around in circles, but let me try and help you with the essence bit. Come and sit quietly with me. Yeah, let's close our eyes. Let's close our eyes. Let's quieten our thoughts. Let's take a nice big breath in. Hold that breath and release. And again, let's pull our breath in. Hold and release. And just quietly sit, coming back to a regular breath. And I want you to listen whilst I try and guide you to your essence, your truest self. And I just want you to Think about who you are. I want you to think about what you're like. What were you like as a child? That might be an easier way of getting there. What did you like doing when you were a child? What could you have spent hours doing? Or now, what do people say you're like? What do people say you're good at? Are you a kind person? Are you generous? Are you a healer, a teacher, a leader, an organizer, perhaps, an entrepreneur or a business person? Maybe you're a mother or a carer. Maybe you're really artistic and you're a writer or a dancer or a sculptor. Uh, um, Maybe you're an animal lover or a gardener. Whatever it is, I'm just giving you examples. I need you to try and meld with something and see what comes to mind as you sit there quietly, finding out who you are. What speaks to you? Are there any words that are coming to you? Maybe go to a memory. Maybe a memory will come along. Like I said, maybe you need to go back to your childhood. Maybe you need to go back to your adolescence. Maybe when you were a teenager, you were always doing that hobby, that you've totally forgotten about because it's where you were happiest. You just found yourself doing. When we're younger, we have more time. We're more selfish. We say that word selfish as though it has negative connotations, but that's what we don't do enough of when we're an adult. We tend to give of ourselves to others more than we do ourselves. So just sitting there, just trying to get that feeling of what you're good at. What were you good at? What did you just like doing? What did you love doing? What's making your tummy leap up and down as I'm talking? What's filling you up with a glow and a warmth as I'm suggesting things? How did you spend your leisure time? How do you spend your leisure time? What can't you wait to do when the family have gone out or something? Or if you could only just do that tonight. Yeah. Or what is it that other people, how do they describe you? How do people know you? So any images, any memories, any words or phrases or thoughts that feel right to you now as you sit there? Anything that lights you up and makes you feel like you? Just look at them now and sit with them. See what comes to you and just note them. And when you've found something, you might not now, it might take you a little longer to reflect on this. But if you have found something, this is an idea of your essence. This is you tapping in to your essence, what truly makes you tick, why you're here, what makes you unique. I want you to just sit in that feeling and put your hands on your solar plexus, so that space just on your upper tummy, or maybe it's your lower tummy, your sacral chakra, where your feeling center. See if you can bring it more to life. Really feel that place that we're tuning into now. Or maybe it might be something that you feel more in your heart. Try and connect to it more deeply. Draw it to you, make it bigger. Breathe it in more. You might want to feel it in front of you. Maybe rub your hands together. We've done this together before in a previous video, rubbing our hands together. And then just holding our hands out in front of our heart center. And just feeling your energy. You're feeling your own energy here. And when we're in love, when we're happy, it vibrates, it's quite palpable. So you might be feeling a buzzing, a real energy here in front of your heart chakra. You might feel that more than putting your hands on your body. It's different for all of us. We all have different sensitivities. So wherever feels right for you. But I just want you to come to your center, however, wherever it may be, and just sit with this for a moment, because this is a lovely way of finding out what your essence is. And then we're just tuning into this every day as much as we can, especially when we feel we've lost it. This is a great way to get back to it. When we feel like we've gone off track, we've gone out, we've been with other people, and we just feel, we feel not happy, not right. The feeling, we want to get that feeling back. Come back to yourself. This is how to do it. This is one way of how to do it. It's very easy to get lost on the journey of life. It's very easy. Like I said, we just become everything around us. We become everyone around us. And when we become everyone around us, we're going to lose our essence. So I'm going to bring you back now. I'm going to bring you back from that beautiful place of stillness and quiet. But you know that you can do that at any time. So take a nice big breath in. Holding and releasing. And then coming back to me, coming back when you're ready, opening your eyes, and hopefully you found something there in the stillness. You found something that spoke to you. So write that down and come back to that, and try and grow that, and try and expand on that, and see what's revealed to you as you get more information every time you sit still, because that's you getting to know yourself, getting to know your essence. And we need to work at that, because for a lot of us, we're so on automatic pilot. We're so in that camp of fear, where we've put up so much protection and safety equipment around us, and we've got our armor on, that we've lost all sense of who we are, actually. And the thought of us being a child is almost like we were a different person. But when we were a child, that's our essence, really. That's our essence. So life is the path. So I'm going to leave you now, but I just want you to know that there isn't really any magic happy place at the end that we're all striving for. The magic happy place is now. Yeah, so if we can try and get to the happy place now in every moment, and just think about today, just think about now, then our path, we're on the right path, because we will just be being our best self. We won't be allowing the fear place to come in. We are being our true, authentic self. And so we are expressing that to the universe. And we're being what we love being. We're doing what we love doing as much as possible. Doesn't mean, I'm not, you might be thinking, oh, it's all very well for you to say that, Jackie, but I work in a factory 8 hours a day, packing boxes. I can't be being my best self, but we can. We can do it anywhere, because in here. So we can wake up and we can be our happy self, having our thoughts about what it is, who it is we are, what it is we want, what our true essence is. We go off and we do the things we have to do in the day, but we do them with a free mind. No one can take this away from us. No one can tell us what to think. No one can tell us what to say. No one can tell us what to feel. So even if you're in the job that you hate, you're in a relationship that you hate, you're living somewhere where that you don't like and it's not right, then you just think of what it is you want. You think of what it is you want to attract, and you do it all the time. And you do that by being in that space of love, and the thoughts are totally in alignment with that love energy that you feel, that lights you up, that makes you feel joyous in this moment now, despite what's happening around you, despite the people around you and the environment around you and anything that the chaos around you. If you can create this within your body, because that's all we're talking about, we're just creating that harmony within the body, and we're doing that by trying 24/7 to have positive, loving thought, positive, loving words to ourselves and those around us, and trying to be with our essence, trying to remember what that is and be with it as much as we can. So that's coming back to who we are and being in that place of the love energy more than the fear. And if that's tricky to do, at least start noticing when we're acting in the fear or the love. It's the noticing, really, that is the first place. When we understand all of that, and I know there's a lot there that I've said, when we understand all of that and we can start looking at that and start really, really working with that on a daily basis, not just doing it for half an hour a day, we feel as though, yeah, I think I did that for most of the day. I was really good. I was really monitoring my thoughts, and I was really just all day thinking about what I wanted, what I want to attract. Yeah, I'm talking about visualization. I'm talking about really only seeing positive. Whatever it is you want to draw, you're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing it happen as though it's happened already. Yeah. So in a way, it's sort of daydreaming all day. But I bet that's what you did as a child. And I bet that's when you were happiest. Yeah. And that comes back to creativity. So, creativity is about daydreaming. Being creative is being, thinking out of the box and being creative. We are creation machines. We just have to realize that, really realize that. And we don't allow ourselves to do that because we don't trust in our power. But when we realize the ability that we have, which is a secret superpower, and no one else needs to know that you're even doing all of this in your mind, unlimited potential. You can have anything you want. You will attract everything and anything you want. But if I was you, I would note down what it is you're doing, because it'll really help you focus. Because when you're just in your head all the time, it's very difficult to be focused. So it really helps to be having a journal, writing things down and seeing your progress. The other thing that I'm just going to end on, it's probably been way too long, is to finish your day positively. So have like a gratitude diary or gratitude journal. And as you go to bed, note down all the positives that happened in the day. Yeah, because I bet that there are loads. We just don't really see them. We only allow ourselves to look at the negatives, and try and look for the things that you are creating, because you'll be so excited when you start noticing them. And at first they're going to be really small and you're going to think they're coincidental. Wow, that actually happened today. Happened to me yesterday. I got some money. And yeah, I do get money into my bank account, but I'd particularly asked for this money, and it was a coincidence, I suppose you could have said, that that morning when I asked for it, or the day before when I was doing all my manifesting for it, and then I came downstairs, looked at my phone, and there it was. So I saw that, and I thought, and I said, and I noted down, that happened. So that's me recognizing and being grateful. And that's just expanding and layering on. That's like the next step. We'll do another video about that, about the next step of the manifestation ritual program, the process. So I'll stop there because we can do that in another video. But yes, the essence is what I want to leave you with today. Make it your job to come back to your essence. I think that's the basic number one, being more you, which no one can help you with really, because you only know who you are by your feelings. Yeah, they're very deep, and sometimes they take a long time for us to even find and remember and work out. Yeah, that's who I am. Yeah. And some people, I think, live their whole lives without knowing who they are, and probably don't do this work until very, very late. So do it all today. Start doing this work now, because it's not difficult. It's not difficult. All it requires is continuity. It requires continuity. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to stop talking now. So I'm going to end there. I hope you enjoyed that. Please comment, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you again next week. Have the rest of a lovely day and enjoy your week. And yeah, please let me know if there's anything you would like me to talk about with regards to energy. Bye for now. Bye.